What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. Since last time, I have revived all of my guys who died last time, which, kind of goes without saying, and that's not what I wanted at all. What I wanted to do is also replace the soldier reserves who were unfortunate enough to lose their life. I also progressed the calendar another year, and Magnus is now 31. Before I really get started, I want to point out that this is actually the third time that I've recorded this commentary. Normally I record the audio commentary bit while I'm actually playing the game, but it really doesn't want to. This episode really doesn't want to agree with me for some reason. The original audio got corrupted somehow, so I was forced to record over the commentary over the gameplay that I already recorded. I did that once, and somehow that got corrupted too. So here we are, take number 3. So, at any rate, let's get the liberation of Alba underway. Why are we the ones liberating Alba anyways? I thought that was supposed to be Destin's job. Like, we were supposed to take Dardanelles and that was supposed to be like a distraction or something. I guess Destin didn't fare too well or something. Or maybe we were just that good. We just have to... They just want us to do everything. Oh, so I guess Destin is somewhere else for some reason now. So Alba is a very small map. And it's kind of weird because pretty much the entire area is like on the west side of the map. And then there's these two little strongholds that are just off to the east side that don't really do a whole lot of anything. And unfortunately, just the fact that the map is small doesn't necessarily mean that there are any fewer enemies here. So the enemy concentration is fairly dense on this map because there's still a fair number of them, but all within a fairly small area. So we got to be a little bit careful about. We got to be a little bit calculated in our actions, just because, if we advance too far or something, all of a sudden we're gonna have like 7 billion enemies on our head. I don't know why they always give us the victory and defeat conditions. They're exactly the same almost every single mission. They all barely, like, they almost never change. So it's kind of pointless. But anyways, get all of our guys out on the map, as always. And that is all of them. This place, wow, it's very chaotic. And that's very lawful. And so is that, actually. So, I guess we're gonna send our lawful guys off to the east. Let's take a look at Katrina. She might not actually be lawful enough. They're all just kind of leaning to the lawful side. What about Mandy? She's got those knights, right? They're not actually all that lawful either. Well, I mean they're lawful enough, but well, maybe not lawful enough for actually that stronghold. What about Magnus? No, he's not super lawful either. I really thought those knights were more lawful than that. Oh well. Mylene. She's gotta... Yeah, okay. I used all those scrolls of discipline on those dragons because I want them to become platinum dragons. So she's rocking the lawfulness. I still want to send Katrina over there, just kind of to have multiple units over there, just so there's a stronger force. So send Katrina over there, send Orwell up to take that stronghold, send Magnus up there too, but send him past the stronghold since he's only there for reinforcements. He's not the one actually taking the stronghold. What about this place? That's leaning to the lawful. That's leaning lawful as well. So we have plenty of units who fill that criteria. So I guess we're changing Katrina's orders. We don't want her to go over there anyways. So let our guys move out a little bit and do another pause so we can issue some delayed orders. Send out Mandy and Fiona. So that should be pretty good over there. The Mylene, Mandy, and Fiona. They should be able to handle everything. Your doom is imminent. Oh, more pumpkin heads. Oh, these guys are nasty. Actually, they got one in the back this time around as well, which in the back they actually have a different attack. They can only use it once, but it's actually they shoot multiple pumpkins at you at the same time. And I guess Magnus was still on attack weakest from the last battle. But yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty nasty attack. I mean, it hurts them as well, and you can only use it once per engagement, but it does a crap ton of damage. And that is probably one of the only engagements Magnus will ever lose. Stupid pumpkin heads. So let's see, we want to send Magnus. We still want him to be on the front there, but let's send him to the stronghold. It should be taken by the time we get there, and Magnus is going to want to sit on the stronghold to regenerate some health. Preparing for combat! Katrina should fare a little bit well, or a little bit better rather. She's got that healing, so she should be able to fare a little bit better with the damage coming in. Apparently she was set on attack weakest as well. Ow. Unfortunately, soldier reserves don't fare too well against pumpkin heads, just because they actually can't get healed up that far. The interrupt thingy at the top there is actually all the way full for a bit there. I could have used an elemental Pedra. Stupid past me, why didn't you notice that? Oh well, it's just as well. The fact that Katrina lost means we can send her back to headquarters real quick. Okay, your turn, Orwell. You shouldn't have any problem taking them out. Unless you miss like that. That's typically not very helpful. But our wizards can pick up the slack. Why are you gaining alignment? Stupid wizards. You're supposed to be chaotic. Act like it. Pumpkin heads finally go down. And luckily Orwell is still in quite good condition. So, retreat Katrina off the battlefield real quick, and we can replace her soldier reserves. It's a very convenient way of healing up your soldier reserves, actually. I mean, well, I guess it's convenient if you actually happen to be right next to your headquarters. It's actually a very inconvenient way of doing it if you happen to be, like, on the other side of the map. So I guess it's kind of Depends on the situation. Wow, what a terrible unit. This unit is in fact almost completely incapable of winning any battles. It's very good at being annoying. I'm talking about the witches, by the way, not Orwell's unit. Yeah, paralyze me all you want. Unfortunately, your little doll master there is never going to do enough damage to win the fight for you. He's gonna run away. Looks like we got a couple phalanxes coming in now. Let's try and position Magnus within the bounds of the stronghold, but like behind Orwell, so that he can kind of regenerate his health without actually fighting in any battles. An item! There's actually nothing of really interest here in Alba, just some random restorative items, which, I mean, I guess those could be considered to be good, but they're not exactly something that's worth going out of your way to get. That's the thing about items that you'd find on the map, though, is a lot of them are just kind of purposely located on the path from one town to another. So the devs are just so nice that way. They just kind of put the items right where they know you're going to find them. At least when it comes to stuff like restorative items. The good stuff you have to go and look for, but the good stuff isn't going to exist for a while yet. Not until much later in the game. Wow, those gremlins managed to put both of my wizards to sleep. Probably one of the only times you will ever see gremlins actually doing something useful. Are they called gremlins or imps? I can never remember. I should, like, look that up sometime. Wow, that's a super effective unit you got there. Although I guess at least the Phalanx is doing his job of not taking damage. This unit has pretty much no offense, but I guess it's kind of annoying to kill. One of these days, those wizards are gonna get a combo attack, and it's going to be glorious. Unfortunately, that day is not this day. The annoying thing about combo attacks is that you have to be, like, the two casters have to be attacking the same target for it to work. So, since ranged attackers tend to be very stubborn about who they're actually attacking, they don't like to follow orders. It's kind of doesn't happen all that as much as you would like. So it looks like these phalanxes decided that they are at in good enough condition to just continue charging at our forces, which is fortunate for me because it means I don't have to track them down and kill them later. It's always so annoying to just do a bunch of damage, not actually kill anything, and then have the enemy unit just kind of run away and regenerate all its health, and then you have to fight it all over again like nothing ever happened. Although that's kind of starting to look like that's what's going to happen here, because, like I said, ranged units don't really like following orders all that well. Whoa, what the heck? I lost that battle? How did that happen? I bet that wouldn't have happened if the wizards weren't like, Derp, what's the leader? I'm gonna attack the imp. So, I'm gonna have Katrina run after them, just to see if I can actually, like, kill off a couple of those guys before they retreat and heal themselves back up to full health. I mean, I spent a couple battles weakening them up. I want to get something out of it. I mean, something other than 2 experience. Now this would actually be a very annoying unit. A priest with 2 golems. If they actually had a proper formation, like both golems in the front and the cleric in the back. Unfortunately, they do not, so they're pretty much incapable of doing anything. Although Mylene's unit is not the best for taking out golems. So what I'm probably going to do is have Mylene just go for the stronghold and have one of my other guys go for the golem unit. Hopefully my melee guys should be able to finish off this phalanx. It's actually not looking like that's going to be the case. That's unfortunate. I guess I can always hope for a critical hit. It was not meant to be. Oh well, I was more concerned about catching the other guy anyways. You cannot escape my wrath! Okay, so I think we're gonna go with Fiona for the golems, because a couple of those Valkyries have their little like magic lightning thingers, so they should be pretty good at dealing with the golems. So we're gonna send Mandy kind of up here and go kind of the long, well not the long way, but up the side of the stronghold, just so there's no chance that the cleric is gonna bump into her, since she's a little bit ahead of Fiona. Liberation! There's a shop here, so let's check it out. Nothing there, nothing there. Ooh, Book of Earth and Book of Water. These are kind of nifty. They, well, I mean, they increase your, the damage you do with magic. They give you a little bit of an intellect boost, but they also change the element of your spell, which can be pretty interesting. So, pick a couple of those up. Well, this is nice. Are you gonna catch him? Thank you. Good job, Katrina. Although, unfortunately, now this unit is all flipped around backwards, so the phalanx at 5 health is in the back, and of course this is the one unit I have that doesn't have any ranged attacks, which is rather unfortunate. So I'm probably not going to be able to actually do anything to that phalanx. Although if those soldier reserves had done 1 extra damage, then my one fencer on the left there probably could have, but that it was not meant to be. Oh well, we killed off 2 guys, so we should have no problem dealing with this unit next time around. I got something out of the deal, so I guess that was worth it. And she's getting a little bit further ahead than I want, so let's have her retreat back to Stronghold, and I will leave it here for today on Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. Catch you later.